Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We had those XenoThreat playtests over the weekend for that new big scale event that's going on in Star Citizen, and there have been some various improvements and changes with the new 3.12.1 PTU patch that's just come online. So there were some more interesting fleet battles as well from the XenoThreat playtests on Sunday than I experienced on the Saturday, so I want to talk a bit about that as well. And we've got a bit of This Week in Star Citizen where we'll talk about what's happening later in this week from the official Star Citizen sources. So let's talk XenoThreat. So on Sunday there were some additional fightings going on, some more tests, more focused on the fleet battle part of the XenoThreat event. So once the Javelin is stocked up and its cargo is active, the UE Javelin that you need to resupply, the main fleet battle against XenoThreat starts. In my rounds that I played, I actually only saw a small fleet and a single Idris, but on Sunday, people got a lot more variety and fun on those battles and a lot more going on, with XenoThreat having a larger fleet, 2 Idrises coming at once, sometimes another large wave would come in as well, another 2 Idrises, so we'll be fighting 4 in this single battle, or well, 2 then 2 again. That, along with the UE Javelin, broadsiding swaths of XenoThreat ships and pummeling the Idrises is pretty awesome, and that's sort of what the Javelin does. It flies up and broadsides things because it's got a load of its big cannons on its side, and that's what I want from a big event. I want big fleet battles with capital ships shooting at each other. Very cool stuff. And Cloud Imperium has XenoThreat playtests going on now in the latest 3.12.1 PTU patch, and they're looking for your feedback, so jump on into that. It's open PTU. At time of recording, it is sort of focusing at XenoThreat cargo phase feedback, so bear that in mind. That patch, though, has some much needed updates too. They've increased the monitored space around Jericho to reach out and cover the wreck site. That's where a lot of issues with PvPers was taking place. This should at least go some way in dealing with that, because now people that are trying to attack other players there, well, they're going to get criminal ratings, and security forces are going to come for them. They're going to go to prison when they get taken down. And Cloud Imperium needs to decide, is this event a PvP event? Is there going to be PvP gameplay associated with it? And if so, account for it. Have some systems in place for it, have a counter mission for those PvP players, maybe try and focus them on attacking the Javelin once it's got fully fueled and all its cargo and stuff, then have those PvP players coming in, potentially. Do something like that. If not, then put in-game systems in place to help enforce PvE. Do you see what I mean? I'm all up for PvP, but what I want is a nice balance that can't just be super easily ruined with no effort. Do you see what I mean? I don't want people just turning up and going, lol, get good. It was like, there's nothing to get good at if you can just break the mission by exploiting or by just actively targeting something which is impossible to defend or super hard to defend. So I want some balance there. That's what I'm after, if they do want to have it as PvP. And I'd be fine with PvP elements being in there as long as they are fully accounted for and balanced. Things like having that gas cloud actually prevent you from going into quantum, so PvPers can't just jump in and escape really easily and just keep on doing that. Have it so that there are UE security forces roaming around. Have it so that people keep on getting pulled out of quantum around that area by security forces. That's a whole different subject, and we probably will cover that in some detail in the future. My editor, Zin, is very pro-PvE. I'm sort of, I don't mind a mix, but there's a place for both types of gameplay in the same server. Anyway, back to those patch notes before I went off on a tangent. They've increased the time it takes for XenoThreat mission phases to restart once completed. The XenoThreat rewards have been updated for the supply part of the mission, so players who turn in supplies now get 90 Alpha UEC per crate they've turned in, and the rest goes sort of like into a general contribution payout pile, so everyone will share that when the mission is complete. So you'll also get some immediate rewards, but everyone will get the shared payout as well later. So if you are just flying escort, if you are just attacking and defending and that sort of stuff, then you are still going to get some good rewards. There are much needed bug fixes that were completed here too. Players should no longer become clipped and stuck into the Starfarer wrecks. They fixed an issue causing players to be unable to quantum travel to the wreck site. Passive scanning should no longer repeatedly loop when mining. Talon Strike should no longer become unable to fire its missiles. They fixed an issue causing the player to not be given a mission progress counter when they arrive at the claim jumper mission. Duplicate despawned derelicts from a previous XenoThreat mission on a server should no longer respawn when a new instance of the mission is started. Time-sensitive crates should no longer be able to be sold at Jericho trade terminals when they have expired. Damaged cargo crates should no longer be able to be sold at trade terminals as well. The goodbye/exit screen when closing a refinery should now display correctly. Players attacking a javelin should no longer cause a voice line to play that misleads other players. They also fixed 2 client crashes and 2 server crashes, and back-end shop service optimizations were made, so hopefully we'll have a bit more snappy shops and commodity consoles. The stability for me has actually been pretty good in this patch. It was actually pretty good in the last PTU patch as well. I hope CIG can get some more solid client performance on the go as well, because my frame rates are pretty low. There are still some major known issues as well that they're trying to address. Items that should be kept after a character reset are lost. Attempting to sell materials in a prison can fail. They are unable to access the Moby-Glass sometimes after changing armor. Leg armor causes the player to respawn in prison with a broken multi-tool, though someone in Reddit suggested a workaround is to take your trousers off just before getting arrested, which I suppose is true. The cargo crate shelves in the Starfarers at the wreck sites, when you open them, you can accidentally open the adjacent shelf often. There are incorrect animations when holding the damaged quantum travel sensitive cargo crates. Armistice zones may cause crime stats for defenders. AI ships can vanish when they are meant to quantum jump away. Ships can become unresponsive after mining an asteroid FPS deposit nearby. Once Cloud Imperium have refined the XenoThreat events and got a few more bug fixes in for that 3.12.1 patch, I would expect it to then go live. That will probably be within the next couple of weeks based on how that goes. If it goes really well, maybe by the end of this week or the weekend. If it's going a bit worse, maybe pushing to the end of next week. We'll have to wait and see. And there are some other things happening this week in Star Citizen. Tuesday, today at time of recording, there's a new Galactopedia update. Wednesday, we have a roadmap update, which is what we've been waiting for ages. That should give us more details and plans throughout 2021, including some bits for what they've got planned for the 3.14, Q2, Q3 and Q4 patches. So 3.14, 3.15 and 3.16/4.0 based on whether we get pyro and server meshing. We'll have to wait and see. We should also see what the core tech and downstream teams are working on at this time as well, and maybe see the Q2 3.13 patch fleshed out a bit more. This is incredibly important for me, as a lot of the content I make is based on what's going on with the roadmap. On Thursday, Inside Star Citizen takes a look at the creation of logos and how they're used in the game, and a sprint report, which usually are my favourite things from Inside Star Citizen. There's a lot of juicy little development pieces from new tech to locations to ships. They typically will be looking at 3.13, but maybe some other features that extend beyond that as well and what's being worked on. On Friday, we will have a Star Citizen Live, though I don't have the times or topics for that yet. There will be a new issue of Jump Point for RSI subs, as well as the usual newsletter for everyone. And that's it for today. If you want to get involved with the XenoThreat playtests for 3.12.1 in the PTU, it's open PTU, jump in, it's cool. But if you're waiting for live, then you're not going to be waiting for too long. But what do you think? Have you been playing in these playtests of 3.12.1? We're not expecting a wipe for 3.12.1 either, bear that in mind, but it could happen. People do recommend you take off the sort of changes you've made to ships and any sort of gear that you've got on you, because sometimes that can be wiped, as sometimes it's sort of left out of the long-term persistence database, so bear that in mind. Has that latest 3.12.1 patch addressed any issues for you that you were having in Star Citizen? Are you looking forward to the live build? Are you looking forward to get involved with XenoThreat? Are you waiting for the live build before you get involved with the XenoThreat stuff? Or are you happily playtesting and want more, GIF more? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For January 2021, we're giving away 5 different ships to 5 different randomly chosen winners. We're giving away a 100i, a 125a, a 135c, as well as a couple of birdie boys, the Talon and the Shrike variant. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning is comment on any of my videos made during January. That's it, although I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed. I also shill for NordVPN. They protect your datas and your informations from people that are trying to data intercept it with a Herald or Mercury Staronate. You see how I built that into Star Citizen-based lore? As in, animate a little radar dish or a Mercury Staronate stealing someone's data, and then NordVPN somehow blocking that. But if you are looking for a VPN, NordVPN is a very affordable VPN that can get you better access to the internet, help keep you secure and protected, and help you maintain your privacy. Links down below for a discount on Nord. Also, if you wish to further support the channel, there's Patreon, there's a join button below my videos. The extra money that we get from that helps support the channel massively. Thank you so much to those VIPs that go the extra mile to do that. I also like people quite a lot that share, like, and subscribe and comment on my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.